Andy LeRoy here with the Sarsaparilla Times. Today, we're going to show you how to make the perfect homemade soft pretzel with Eric Allen, the most recent recipient of the most coveted award in all of pretzeldom, the Prix Du Pretzel. Along the way, we'll seek the answer to the age-old question: are pretzel makers as twisted as their pretzels? Together, we'll find out. I'm standing in the very kitchen where Eric Allen was born. It was in this kitchen where he spent his most formative years, learning to bake and seeking solace from the cruel world.
Wait, I was born in a hospital.
Huh?
I wasn't born in this kitchen. I was born in a hospital.
Oh, my mistake. Must have mixed up my notes. Well, let's get started. Let's learn how to make some pretzels.
Let's do it! This recipe is one of my favorites, and it's super easy to make. In fact, I've modified it for you home cooks out there with ingredients that you'll find around the house. The ingredients include water, active dry yeast, brown sugar, flour, baking soda, butter, which is my special ingredient, and of course kosher salt.
Alright, where do we start?
First, we're going to put a teaspoon and a half of yeast into 1.5 cups of warm water. Alright, once the yeast is activated, you're going to go ahead and pour that into the mixing bowl. Ooh, you can smell that, can't you? It smells like bread.
Yeah.
Then you're going to add a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. Next, we're going to add 4 cups of flour gradually. As the dough mixes, it's going to start to form a ball, and you'll want to test that dough to see if it's too sticky. If it is, you can always add a little bit more flour to the dough. Andy, next we're going to cover up the dough with a towel and let it nap for 15 minutes.
So, while we wait for the dough to rise, I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Shoot.
Do you have to be a twisted person in order to make twisty pretzels?
What? No, that's a common misconception. That is simply not true. It's not true now, it won't be true in the future, and it has never been true. Andy, this is a really hurtful stereotype about us pretzel maker people in the community.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My sources tell me that when pretzels first took the world by storm, pretzel makers got fairly twisted, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not true anymore.
Well, yeah, not anymore. There may have been a time when pretzel makers were twisted people, but it's not like it was 1 trillion years ago.
But they used to be twisted.
True. Sounds like they're waking up. Let's go check it out.
Let's do it.
Now we're going to take the dough, we're going to put it out on the counter and cut it into small pieces. Oh, crud. What did I do with my knife?
Oh, I brought mine. I never leave home without my cleaver.
Before making your pretzel shape, you must always remember that the light must shine through the pretzel 3 times. Now let's cut the dough into pool ball sized chunks. After we've cut the dough into chunks, we'll roll them into snakes. Start from the middle and work your way out to the ends.
Now, show us how we transform our snake into that pretzel shape.
Watch closely. This is the most crucial step.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Let's go step by step.
First, make a U shape. Second, cross the legs. Third, twist them. And fourth, fold the twist down over the loop. And there we have it. Next, boil a pot full of water and stir in 1/4 cup of baking soda. Once boiling, drop the pretzel dough into the water for 30 seconds.
Boiling the pretzels in baking soda water is what gives them that classic taste, texture, and iconic golden brown color. Skipping this step would result in pretzel-shaped bread.
Andy, after we fish the pretzels out of the water and onto a greased tray, they'll be ready to bake. As a rule of thumb, always keep a pair of handy-dandy goggles nearby in case something goes wrong. You don't want to get any shrapnel in your eye.
Wait, what?
Where? I have a Cronenbenway thermoptic baker that will cook these up in a jiffy. Hey, if you don't have one of these, it's okay. It's not essential. A normal oven works well too. All right, Andy, let's check this out.
Wow, those look incredible.
After the pretzels are out and looking swell, paint them with butter. Let's sprinkle some chunky kosher salt on these babies.
Don't forget, you can't have a pretzel without a refreshing sarsaparilla. These pretzels are so good. They're so good, they almost make me want to dance. It's 7:30 p.m. here in Salt Lake City, bedtime for journalists like me. Thank you so much for joining me today as we learned how to make the perfect homemade soft pretzel. Andy LeRoy, signing off.